Hey guys, welcome here. Today I will show you how to draw a nice hair. For that video, we'll use just a few tools, which gonna be a pencil. I can say that is a brush, kneaded eraser, and mono eraser. Yeah, so let's start it. For that process, we'll follow only four steps. The first one is D. D stand for direction. S. T, which is tone. O, gray. And L for light. So right now we're gonna work only with one thing, which is the first one, D, direction. So we'll looking for the thing we need to draw that hair perfectly. So yeah, let's move on. Hey guys, how's it going? How are you? Today I'm just gonna show a little bit how to draw a nice and beautiful hair. Yeah, yeah, I'm Boale. And for that, we'll use only one pencil, brush, and two eraser. For now, I'm just using four steps, which is first I'm working on, which is D, standing for direction. I'm just looking for the line which is important. And it's so simple to do, but if you don't know how to do it, it not will be easy. So if you know how, the rest it's very simple. For example, here we're just gonna use four steps and to finish that beautiful hair. So the second steps, which is for S, which is looking for all the shadow in that process, which is the hair. For example, right here we have shadow over here, shadow over here, over here, over here. So we're just gonna looking for only shadow right now. And yeah. How did you do that? I is it for is it like the drawing first? If it's for the drawing, I use Loomis techniques to have a base first, and because now I'm just gonna focus on only the hair. So now we had our first step, which was D, which stands for direction. We have all our direction first. Second, we'll focus only on shadows, which I'm doing right now. I can't do that. Yeah, it's really simple. If you want to, I can make a video about it. So for now, I'm just using only one pencil, which is a 2B mechanical pencil, and I will use that same pencil to do the all process. And I believe you will be amazed how easy it is to draw with one pencil and know the technique. So now I'm still move on with my S, which is looking for all the shadows. I have shadow over here, shadow over here. So it's really that simple. It's easy when you know how. So that's the how I'm just showing you guys. And the thing also which is important is you see that line over here. It's really important to make that line as it is, because if I don't make a beautiful line with nice shadow over here, it's gonna look flat. It's gonna look very, very flat. So I need to make a nice line because we have shadow under that area. So for that line, I will use my blending stump. It's just to separate the face and the hair. I'm just gonna add the shadow. Just add it just to see where I am, but I'm not gonna do anything on the face right now. Tu fais le- tu fais là. Hmm? Aponta. So it's really important to add those little shadow so you can see that beautiful line. And it's pretty much it for that area. So right now I will move on a little bit. So I will add that area right here because the line it's really important because add if you don't add it, it will look very very flat. So I'm just make sure I add the line first and move on. If you're just asking right now what I'm doing, I'm doing the second step on the drawing. The first one was direction. The second one, which is S, stand for looking for all the shadow in that area. So that's only four things you need to know to draw a nice and beautiful realistic hair. And also in that area we have some nice shadow because now we're looking for the shadow, right? So we and that was one of the thing I did. I put my nice line over here that separate the face and the air. So it's really interesting to add the line correctly. It's really simple, but it make all the difference. And also for that video, for that live, I'm using just a couple tool, like simple tool, to make everything, to make this process smooth and simple that you can replicate at home. So I'm just doing that, looking for the shadows, just doing a couple line. Right now I'm just gonna use my blending stop. If you have blending stop, it's okay. If you have that kind of brush or it's better. So I will use that for preferences because I love using that. They have really nice shadow and it's really smooth. So it's really simple. Now I'm just looking for all the shadow first. Then I will move to the third part, which is looking for the tone. I mean the gray value I'm looking for. And use that nice brush. Yes. And in that area also we have, not over here, in that area we have some nice shadow. The 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 concept of those four things I'm just mentioned is to focus on only one thing at the time, because a few years ago when I was drawing I was focused on almost everything at the same time. Then I see myself distracting a little bit, like taking more time doing the thing I supposed to do in few minutes. Then I realize, if I if someone need advice to do that, like simple, how I should advise them. So I bring that up, and now it's coming like four steps, and it's really interesting. It's about focus on only one thing at the time. For example, now we focus on only on shadows. Then we'll focus on the gray, and at least at the end we'll add light. Nice shadow over here, just a little bit. We have a little bit of here also. And right now we'll move on to the third, which is looking for tone, a gray part of that drawing. Thing is, we're still gonna follow those line, which is the direction. It's like add a few layers. It's simple, just simple as that. So right now I'm just looking for the gray in that process and follow the line. So it's really that easy. It's just follow. But the most important thing also, when you do the first layer, when you're looking for the gray in that process, it's just add a little bit of pressure, not too much, because if you add too much, it will appear like a shadow. So for the first layer, it's really important to go in with light, light pressure to have a nice, really, really nice. And now we'll move to our looking for our tone right here. You see how it's start looking? It's really interesting and simple also. So I'm not using any powder today. So it's just the pencil and that brush to make it smooth and also a little bit faster. So you can do the same thing with your blending stump, but I will recommend maybe a a brush instead for that process, like to have the nice shadow you're looking for. It's a really interesting thing also. When you see that area, you see light in those area. It's those light is interesting because you see the background, it's a little bit gray, but if you don't add a nice tone, it will be the same as the background. So we need to do something different in our drawing instead of leave it right. So I'm just gonna show you and see how it's gonna look, because that's the thing that will separate the hair and your background, because the background it's really light color. It's like gray, right gray. It's really gray, so you need to have a nice line over here. So when you're gonna add the light, it will be much fun. It will be really, really, really easier for you guys. So that these nice line are critical, guys. So when you add them, you start seeing they give us the 3D look we're looking for. And maybe after that live also I will try to keep that video posted because you will see all the process from the beginning to the end. So make sure you subscribe if you missed the first part. By saying we was looking for gray, now we have a gray over here also. We didn't do nothing yet in that side. So it's really that simple. It's just knowing how and practice. Just knowing how, and the rest is coming naturally. And now I'm just gonna use that magic brush and make that hair really nice. So that's one of the reason I like that brush. You see, it's like just few seconds only, and you already see the result. Just few seconds, and it's really nice. So for right now, if you don't see the line or they just disappear, it's okay because we're just doing the base, like the foundation. And now it's a second layer. So it's the same thing. It's doing that over and over until you find a nice layer. So right now I'm just gonna use my blending stop. I'm just gonna focus right now on the shadows. Now I'm just gonna use nice brush to have also a nice looking. So now you can start seeing how it come really nice. So it's a simple process and you just need to do it over and over until you get the result you're looking for. For example, over here you might see light in those area. So no worries at all. So we'll add light at the end so that we will have really nice light. So it's really interesting to add light at the end because it's really satisfying. Now we're just gonna make the pencil really sharp because that's the only pencil I'm using right now. So to use it in its full potential, I need to sharp it for a nice shadow. There we go. It's look much more better right now. So it's really important when you really do your pencil. By just doing my pencil, you just see right now how nice the shadow is start coming. Right now we gonna use eraser to add light, and for the light we have two kind of light. We have soft light. We gonna use the needed eraser for that light, nice smooth light. And we have light which is, how to say that, more hard. So the harsh light, we gonna use that mono zero. So we gonna identify first where we have our smooth light first. For example, right here we have smooth light here, 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 here. So yeah, let's get started. You start seeing those nice light, which is the smooth light we're talking about. Cause the mono zero can do those nice and smooth light. It can do it, but really with patience, with patience, a lot of patience. So that's the reason I use that needed eraser first, then I will add the light I need to add. Because when you use smooth light and move on, it's really easy. Because when you have like a smooth light, you can add on it. But when you have the final texture, the highlight you're looking for, when you finish to add that, you can't get back. So that's the reason I'm doing smooth light first, then we add. Really hope that video teach you something valuable, and it's really interesting also because you will see all these techniques I'm using it, but the thing is knowing and doing, it's really, really, really not the same. But by doing, you will know how. So you need to practice a little bit. So, and it's really that easy. It's really that easy. Okay, nice. For right now, we're gonna use our mono zero. Mono zero. I know my French accent. For example, you see right here we have a nice light. So we'll add that really interesting light with our mono zero. And you will see how interesting it will come by adding the light at the end of that process. And also for the light you add in, the mono zero you have, you need to have it really sharp every single time. So you cut a little bit, then you can continue. Mm-mm-mm. And we need to do our eraser again. Nice. Maybe the iPad is dead. Let's just verify. Yes, it was 60 minutes. That's really interesting. And there we go, we back. And do it again and again and again and again. Really hope you learned something valuable today, and sorry for that. And yeah, it's 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 done right now. It's done, and it was very easy. And just the thing I would like to say is just follow the steps and practice. By practice, you will have the experience you needed. So it's really that simple and easy. It's just knowing how and keep practice, guys. Yeah, that's everything, and hope you have a wonderful day, and see you very, very soon.